Welcome back to our another lesson of Canva. In this lesson, we are going to learn about how we can make a Google Display Ads banner. So, without any further ado, let's just jump into the lesson by opening up Canva. As you can see that I have opened up Canva on my screen. Now, the first thing you have to keep one thing in mind is that it comes out in a specific size, okay? There are a couple of sizes and all of them have different sizes. Let's say the resolution. Now, the resolution which we'll be using in this lesson is going to be 320 into 100 pixels. Now, what you're going to do is click on custom sizes and search it over here, 320 into 120. Okay, just click on create a new design and you'll basically see that exactly that, this panel or this page will appear up. Now, one thing is that when you make a custom size or use a custom size, you will basically get these rulers, which will help you to align a lot of elements inside that page. Now, you'll also see a couple of templates which you'll be able to use. Now, they are all categorized in a certain way. Let's say if you want something green, it will give you green type of banners, and all of those categories are so. Now, you can use whichever one you want. For this lesson, I'm going to be searching for, let's say, maybe an e-commerce type of banner. So let's search for maybe clothing or maybe fashion or maybe something like shoes. It's going to be up to you how you're going to, make it. So let's say I'm going to do for shoes, or let's say search for sneakers. Let's see, sneakers. Okay, we have it. We can also click on shoes and also find the one which we need. And you'll basically see that whichever, or let's say whatever type of categories of, templates you want to use, it will appear up. And if you want this facility, you will not get it in offline. You have to stay connected to the internet so that you get this facility, okay? So what we're going to do is going to be clicking on any one of my desire. And after I've clicked it, now you'll also see what color or what pattern it is using. Okay, and you can see all of the data are already pre-made. Now, what we're going to do is going to be just changing how it looks like. Now, how are we going to do that? So as we already have this, and when you go after elements or maybe go after text, you will basically find that exact type of color pattern being used or color palette being used. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to be removing the photo, which I don't need, and I'm going to put my own photo. Now, as I'm already on elements, so I'm going to do is search for shoe. Hit on enter, and you'll basically see all the type of shoes you want to use. Now, I'm going to do is maybe find something blue if it goes with it, or we can also use white. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to do is find for anything. You can use these animations or drawings or graphics. You can also use photos, okay? If you go after photos, and you will find out the photos which you want to use, and you can also see the photo which is being used or which was being used over here. Now, you can select whichever one you want. Let's say I'm going to do is search for a specific type of shoe, which is a bit fashionable, and so that I can change these, text too. So let's say I'm going to do is maybe use something like those. Okay, I'm going to do is go down a bit. Now let's go for something, okay, something maybe a bit different. So I'm going to be doing is selecting any one of these photos. Let's say I'm going to do is use this. So as I've clicked on it, it has appeared over here. I'm going to do is reduce the size. There we go. And I'm going to do is put it right over here. What I'm going to do is put it back. So I'm going to click on position. I'm going to do is go off the layers. And I'm going to do is drag it down. Let's say I'm going to do is go all the way down. Right over here. Okay. You can also put it a bit above. See? I'm going to do is put it right above this circle. So, looks a lot more better, right? Now, as I've put this, I'm going to do is this is not going to be the same thing. So I'm going to do is change each and every one of them. I'm going to close this off. And I'm going to do is, let's say, comfort is the new trend. Okay? So I'm going to do is reduce the size of the text so that I can put it in one line. There we go. I'm going to change the names too. What I'm going to do is put River Road. What I'm going to do is keep it right over here. Select on this text, and I'm going to do is make sure to use bold and put it right over here. We can change whichever one you want, or we can also remove them. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, now it looks a lot more clean, right? But what I'm gonna do is go off to elements. I'm gonna do is search for sports. Hit on enter. I'm gonna do is go off to graphics. Okay, so as I've put in on the graphics, I'm gonna do is going to be search for maybe soccer because it looks a lot more better, right? So I'm gonna do is find maybe not soccer. So I'm gonna do is instead of that, let's just search for any athletic type of image. I'm gonna just put this over here. Just take it right over here. I'm gonna put it right over here. Click on position. And just take it at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna just change the color. There we go. We have it. I'm gonna just keep it right over here, aligned perfectly. Now what I'm going to be doing is going to be changing this text if I want to, or I can keep it just the way it is. Let's just try changing maybe. Okay, we're gonna do is best for sports. Can't beat in tactile. Okay. What I'm going to do is going to be as all of this is done, and we can also apply different type of elements or any graphics, whichever one we want. You can also put like, videos, photos, and all of those. So let's just say I'm going to do is find any one of those, something maybe like this. Just take it right over here, and we can use it. Okay, I'm going to use press on Control Z so that I can undo the process. I'm going to also do is take it at the bottom. I'm going to just click on transparency first. We can also keep it like this. Or we can also do is take it at the bottom. Let's just do that instead of, changing the transparency. Just take it at the bottom. Right over here. There we go. We have it. That looks a lot more better. Now we can also change the color. What I'm going to do is if I want to change the color of the page, we can also do that. You can see it looks yellow. So it also looks good. And we just have to change how it looks like from over here. What we're going to do is change the thing over here. Click on this and put on white. There we go. See? However you want to change it, you can have to just change two of these elements and also the page and make it look good in all, each and every color. You just have to match it up. That's it. Then as we're all done, we can also save it up and share it however you want to. And you can also upload it whenever you want. You can also send it to a teacher, and you can also send it to anyone. And you have the share option, which you'll be able to share to Google Classroom and also Microsoft Teams, and also make a public view link and also present it whenever you want to. Okay, so hope you understood everything about this lesson on how you'll be able to make this Google Ads banner by using Canva, and it's all up to your creativity. So this is just a basic method of how you'll be able to do that. And if you want to align it a bit more better and make it a bit more better however you want to, if you want to make changes, you can do that. And you can also use the ruler to align all of these, okay, all these pages or all of the elements which you have in the page. And if you want to add more, just click on add page and you'll basically have another one. You can make copies if you want to. So thank you for watching this video up till the end. And in our next lesson, we are going to be learning about the best free templates Canva has to offer.